So this is a complaint that you hear all over the place, and you hear it on the left and on the right, different variations, of course, but you hear it on both sides. So I just watched a video of these, it looked like students attending a NATO conference. And of course, when asked what's the biggest threat facing the world, of course, a lot of them said Russia, right? They're in a NATO conference. There's no surprise there. These are the children and interns of the future managerial class. They're taught in Ivy League universities, this egalitarianism and nihilism, and that two men can have a baby, that kind of thing. So they're intelligent, but they are highly misled. And one of the things that they also said, in addition to Russia, is they said that misinformation and a lack of trust in institutions was a big threat to the world. So, and I've heard something similar on the right too, by the way. The right will say that the institutions have betrayed the people. The people were betrayed. They were betrayed because these institutions were supposed to look after their interests. And it actually essentially comes to the same thing. It's that these people are looking for some external authority to take care of them. Institutions, granted, maybe were less untrustworthy back in the day because people had standards. People used to hold other people accountable in various ways. However, today it's just become more transparent. And that's why a lot of people don't trust the institutions, because they are really, really not trustworthy. And it's obvious to see that. And then you get these students, Ivy League students, that doesn't see that because they're living in their own little bubble. They attend a NATO conference, for example, detached from reality. So they see that as a threat. I mean, nonetheless, they're smart, but they do see that as a problem, is lack of trust in institutions and misinformation. So really, institutions, government institutions, or any institution, they never have your interests at heart. The only person who can look after your interests is you. You have a mind, you have the ability to think rationally. It's easier today than ever because you have the internet. You can go on the internet and learn things. You have books. You can read books and you can learn things. You can learn to become, you can have a sense of self-efficacy. You can learn how to, control, maintain, and manipulate your surrounding environment to suit your needs. You can look after your own interests. You don't need institutions to do this. Loss of trust of institutions. Well, yeah, of course. But why would you need them? Okay, yes, a police is a good thing to have. It's a really good thing to have because, well, that's the one thing government's good at, right? It's a monopoly of force. The one use that you can have for that is that you can protect individual rights. But what about other institutions? The IRS, that doesn't deserve any trust. Trust is earned. Have they earned your trust? No. Did the FBI, have they earned your trust? Well, we've seen Dan Bongino and Kash Patel try to gaslight everybody, not to mention all the other political stunts they pulled under Biden and Obama. So of course, and of course under Trump, what they tried to do to Trump as well. So of course they've lost credibility. I'm not saying I'm sure there are good individuals in the FBI that take their job seriously and are out to protect the American people, but as an institution, doesn't have any credibility. What about Homeland Security? Do they really protect the United States? A lot of individuals do. The border security tries to do it. They're hamstrung. They're not really able to do it because the government, especially the Biden administration, wouldn't let them. But as an institution, do they deserve credibility? No. The government doesn't deserve any credibility. Okay, and it's not Russia. Those people in the video, those Ivy League interns and the future managerial class, are more of a threat to freedom than Russia is. And I'm not saying Russia's perfect. Russia's got a lot of problems. But these people that believe in egalitarianism, I can guarantee it because they're taught in these universities, and that's what's taught. It's some flavor of Marxism. It's not explicitly Marxist, but it's egalitarianism, and it is nihilistic. Trust in institutions, Russian propaganda, white supremacy, calling the AfD Nazis. That's where these people's minds are. And I can say something similar to the right, too. Trust in institutions, like institutions are supposed to be trusted. The only person that's going to look after you is you.